Hello, and welcome to today's session. This module will focus on academic integrity matters at the University of Toronto. My name is Shakib Ahmed, and I will be taking you through today's session. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me. So let's begin. So why is academic integrity so important? From a philosophical perspective, integrity means living your life with the core values and principles of honesty, trust, fairness, respect, and responsibility, whether it be through the good times or the bad. Academic integrity, then, is applying those same values and principles to your academic pursuits, even in the face of challenges and adversity. Now, why is it important from a U of T context? Well, at the University of Toronto, competition is seen as fair, and honest and hard work is rewarded. Students here develop the personal and professional skills needed to be successful at school and beyond it. At U of T, intellectual property is respected and valued, and our degrees continue to receive that respect and recognition they deserve nationally and internationally. And it's also important because we ensure at the university that we maintain our reputation for excellence and integrity. So again, applying those same values of integrity across the university is what makes U of T U of T. Now, academic integrity issues, they don't come in one form, although the most common form is plagiarism. However, academic integrity can also include issues such as forging documents or falsifying documents, i.e., using a fake doctor's note to get out of an exam or an assignment. Second, it can be using unauthorized aids or assistance. For example, bringing in a cheat note when you're not allowed a cheat note, or using a graphing calculator when you're only allowed to use a basic calculator on an exam. It can also include impersonating others and pretending to be somebody you're not. If you have a twin, making your other twin write the exam for you in a course they're better than you at. Please don't do this. Academic integrity issues can also be when you submit work containing a statement or a fact or reference to a source that has been concocted, so making up your citations and pretending it exists. It also includes submitting without the approval any work for which credit has been previously obtained or is being sought in another course. So in other words, you cannot hand in two of the same paper for two separate courses without permission from your instructor. Lastly, it's representing any idea that's not your own as your own, and this applies to both assignments and exams. I'm a huge TV nerd, and I love watching The Office, so I thought this was relevant. In the words of Dwight Schrute, identity theft is not a joke. So please make sure to always cite your references and always claim work that is actually yours, and not somebody else's. So then what is plagiarism? This is a term that can be defined in many different ways, and it also differs based on which university you're at. A couple of definitions that I like are obviously University of Toronto's, which is presenting the work, ideas, or words of another as your own, even if it's by accident. At the University of Guelph, they have a definition that I also like, where they say that plagiarism is a combination of stealing and lying about it afterwards. It means using others' work and misrepresenting it as your own without giving the author credit. Plagiarism then includes ideas, words, data, computer programming, or any creative efforts. It does not have to be limited to written assignments such as essays and reports. So there are three main types of plagiarists: naive, overloaded, and deceptive. The first is naive, where you plagiarize without intention, and although it's not malicious, you do still need to correct those long-term bad habits. The second is overloaded. Again, you may not be malicious in your intent, but you give in to pressure. You realize that it's easier to copy or cheat, and you potentially may be in crisis and have deadlines to meet. But let me tell you, plagiarism does not discriminate. Whether you're in crisis or not, you're still going to get penalized for plagiarism. The third is deceptive, where you just don't see cheating as wrong, and you just want to get ahead no matter what. Please, let's not do this. Correspondingly, there are a few types of plagiarism I want to go through, just to give you an idea of what to look out for and what to avoid, because plagiarism does not always look the same. The first form is the clone, where you submit another's work word for word as your own without giving them any credit. The second, Control C, or Command C for Mac users, This contains significant portions of text from a source without any alterations. So essentially copying and pasting and not really caring about changing things around. The third is find and replace. It's where you change some keywords and phrases, but you keep the essential content of the source intact without giving them credit. Number 4 is remix. It's where you paraphrase from multiple sources, make it fit, but don't really provide credit. So you make it sound good and you do what you have to, but you don't cite, you don't say where you got the information from. Number 5, recycle, where you borrow generously from your own previous work without citations. That's not right. Number 6 is the hybrid. It's where you combine perfectly cited sources with copied passages without citation. Number 7 is the mashup. It's where you mix copied material from multiple sources. So it's a collage of sorts. Number 8 is 404 error. It's where you include citations, but they are to sources that are either non-existent or inaccurate or contain information that is not true. Number 9 is the aggregator, where you include proper citation to sources, but the paper contains almost no original work. So you put almost no effort into putting your own thoughts into your paper. It's just point form after point form of different people's work. Although it's properly cited, most of your paper is not your own. And number 10 is retweet. You include proper citation, but you rely too closely on the text's original wording and or structure, meaning your paper sounds a lot like your sources do.